what was your relationship or lack of with older guys in the game, seeing you do what you do, and then now all of a sudden you're getting pushback when you have a good head on your shoulders?
Intimidation, probably. You gotta think, like, a lot of older people always chase their youth. So I never chased my youth. My youth is over with. Like, I'm growing. Like, I feel like the older you get, the wiser you should grow. I think growing up and getting older is a blessing. So some older people, not all, some of them get stuck in the same mode. Like, think about it. You ever heard the statement of, oh, pick your friends wisely because you're going to go off and do what you're going to do. You come back, they're going to be in the same spot. Look at these older dudes that we call legends. I see them in the same spot every year. Who's he?
Yeah.
What May said, who you? Like, so why they legends? Because y'all look up to them? Come on, bro. So it's like y'all been in the same spot forever, and the only people y'all compete with is young. Like, even I look at street ball now, right? Like, a few years ago, JC was the player of the summer.
That's a fact. Shout out JC.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. How old was he?
I don't even.
So what are we doing out here?
Yeah.
He's a kid.
Yeah.
Back in the days, you couldn't even be a certain age. You gotta be a certain age to play limit. So when you telling me that the younger people are the better players, but you still see the older coaches still in the same spot, these older players and all these people in the same spot, that's my issue with older people. When do you move to the side? When do you grow? Or why do you only grow for clout and attention? Yo, look, everybody, look what I'm doing now.
And we're back here, another installment, SRL Reporting Live 101 sit down. I got a very esteemed guest, ladies and gentlemen. Some may say, no, he likes to call himself sometimes most hated. You might see some of the things he posts on Instagram. You might see some older things in the streetball community that you might not have known about at that time, but he definitely was there and he has an influence. Ike, Boncho, Gary. How are you, sir?
Chilling.
Chilling?
Yeah.
How does it feel, man? You've been in New York City for, what, a week and a half, 2 weeks?
Like, too long.
How does it feel? What has it been like to come back to the towns, somewhere where you've been raised, all that good stuff? How does it feel?
Nah, it was a lot of great to it. It was more like a big reality test for me, like a little cultural shock for myself.
Could you touch on that just a little bit? What was the culture shock?
It's just like, I'm New York, no matter where I go. So it's like when I left, I thought like, should be different, you know what I mean? But like, nah, we New York. So anywhere we go, we who we are.
That's
you get what I'm saying? So it's just different, personalities or, the experience with people. So when I come back home, I kind of try to like let everybody be whoever they grew into. And then sometimes it's like, am I settling or should I just still be who I was before with people? I don't try to come back and like overpower anybody. So once I start seeing certain stuff, I'm like, damn, son, this shit kind of still the same. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like an up and down. It was just a reality check, cultural check for me. Just seeing like, I knew why I left.
Got you. So we'll definitely get into why you left and some of those things. But let's start from where we first met. I think where we first probably shook hands and spoke was Whitehead tournament, potentially.
Pause. At Zeke tournament.
At Zeke, my fault. You're right. Zeke tournament. My fault. It's wild. That's the name of the tournament. What you want me to do?
Coney Island Classic.
We could do that. You got a point there. So Coney Island Classic. I think we met there. Was that 2022-ish around that time? I believe it was the playoffs. I think we vaguely spoke. But what did you see in me to potentially be like, okay, I can connect myself with that guy, see what he's about, and then move forward in the relationship?
First, I was intrigued with the creative aspect. Like, what made you just want to come into street ball and kind of bring this concept to it? Like, first, like, everybody think about it and talk about it. You actually was doing it. And not only that, just watching some of the stuff you was doing and the questions you were asking, the intellect. That was the most intriguing part. Like, everybody who really knows me, not the people who just be saying they know me, who really knows me, like, I love intellectual conversations. So it's like, you picking brains and stuff like that. So the way you was just asking questions and dissecting people was just, it showed me mad stuff. It showed me how smart someone else was. It showed me, like, how intellectual you were. And I just felt like, damn, son, Sway could be like a Ahmad Rashad or something like that. If he do it right, goals, like if you figure it out. So that's what I saw.
For sure. Appreciate that. So then we have multiple conversations. street ball related, life related, your brand related, your lifestyle related,
debates,
debates.
right? Yeah.
We've had it all at this point.
Yeah,
So
debates.
let's now pivot a little bit. I want to get into from what I found. You went to Eagle Academy. Was that Bronx or Brooklyn?
I ended off at Eagle Academy.
You ended off at Eagle Academy.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So then try to tell me and the viewers, what was your high school like? Where did you go? I know you played ball a little bit, so try to paint the picture a little bit for me.
First I started off at LaSalle.
Mm-hmm.
I was there till about, I think, the beginning 11th grade year, something like that. Yeah, I played ball. I mean,
Something like
whoever was around, they talk about it. I don't really talk about it too much, you know. You can say I'm whack, I'm good, whatever you want to say about it. I just don't talk about it because I lost somebody special to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, talking about me playing ball, I think that chapter is over with. So around that time, actually, it's crazy because when I got kicked out of LaSalle, I went to Eagle.
Okay, was this is which
The
Eagle?
same year, Eagle Bronx.
Okay.
I went to Eagle. Rashad Mead was actually the person who got me in.
Mm-hmm.
That was my mentor since 6th grade.
He at Brooklyn. He at
that's
Eagle
the
Brooklyn right now,
principal.
right?
So, he was the one who had walked me in, and he was telling me he was gonna be a principal. So automatically, I'm like, man, I don't run this shit. Like, this is my shit. But, so I went there. I did about, like, I don't even think I did a full 2 years there. I probably did like the end of 11th grade, but I only did 2 months. And then I did the senior year, but you know, seniors don't got school all year long, so I probably
In
did like
class
6
at like
months.
12.
Yeah, so, but the Eagle experience, like the week that I actually transferred to Eagle, my big brother died in my face playing ball.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I was just like, nah, it's over. And then I was just diagnosed with like a herniated disc. I fell on my neck and my back, like got low bridge. I was playing Bishop Ford. My son Chaz and them, Sammy and all them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like my last game. Like, I could really remember anything. Like, damn, son, like, I could have died. But, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's not no sympathetic shit.
Mm-hmm. You did say a couple of things a lot. Your friend that passed away while playing ball. I know that's a
My
little touchy.
brother.
Your
Yeah.
actual brother.
Nah, this is my brother.
Okay.
Friend. Ain't my
You're
brother.
right. But in terms of, I know that's very traumatic. What did that do to a young Ike when he's just still in his adolescence trying to figure out what he want to do with life?
I thought I died too that day. You know what I mean? Man, whoever watched this or whoever really know me, like, it get emotional all the time because that's Neef.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't have no father. I ain't have no. You know, I had my step pop, so I don't want to be disrespectful, but like, you know, growing up with that feeling like, you ain't got your pops. You know what I mean? You ain't got your big bro. None of that shit. You ain't got really nobody to go to.
Mm-hmm. So what?
Girls can fly. Anything. That's my nigga. He died in my face. My favorite place where I play ball, mid-range, left side. So it's like, when you get into that, you start thinking about shit. People think it's weird. You don't show the emotions. Damn, you crying. Yeah, that's real. That's Neef.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody call me Boncho. If it wasn't for that nigga, I don't know where I'd be. Because it was like, God took my bro at a time where me and my friends was like living a certain lifestyle. God took him. You know what I'm saying? And I can't spin back. I can't get no retaliation. I can't. So it was just like, all right, fuck ball. But you can't say fuck the youth. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like the same energy and fire that I had, I just put that shit into the youth.
So
at 16.
I remember we had a conversation earlier where I told you called me when I was actually doing some research. So there was an earlier podcast on that you did in January, All Things Hoops is the name, and you kind of talk about how you transitioned into coaching, only because of whatever happened in your college years. You decided to come back, left school, came back, and then you kind of transitioned your upbringing, your experiences, and you said, nah, I need to better somebody else's life.
Right. That was all around the same time.
Not a lot of people can do that.
Yeah,
why was that the mindset? Why
my
focus on
mom's only
others?
had one son, so I'm not supposed to be like everybody else.
Uh-huh.
You get what I'm saying? So, Pops wasn't there. I'm named after him. He wasn't there, you know what I'm saying? But, so it wasn't meant, like, you heard the Jesus story. You know what I mean? Everybody just following the fucking light to a stable. He got the kid in the stable, his mom's, who was supposed to be pregnant, and he got a stepdad. That was my life. So it's like, how did I get the mental? I read. I seen myself in the Bible. So I picked out who I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, Abraham's first son is Isaac. You know what I mean? You're supposed to get rid of him. If you love God,
that's a lot of
throw him
biblical talk
over.
too. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So when it got to that, but that's who I am. I'm a person that you can't just tell me anything because I want to know. So that was my whole thing. It was just like you got Moses, you got Noah, you got Martin Luther King, you got Martin Luther, you got Malcolm X. You got all these people that we always got to hear about. So I was just like, all right, bet. You got me. That was the mindset. It was just like, all right, bet. Like we could be on the block, push all our young ones to jail. I'm gonna push people to Yale. Look at the resume.
What age did that mindset switch, if you can remember?
16.
16.
Yeah. It started 16. At 17, I put my bro Stay in the satellite. We had a game. Me and bro, we supposed to graduate together. He had freshman credits. So we had a playoff game. Kept passing my bro the ball. He had like 40 automatic assists. Had people come see him. My man D. Jones and Heath, like, yo, come watch Stan play. He dumb nice. They came, saw him. Shit changed, and then from there I knew I could make shit happen. I had an eye. Then all my friends around me, I was just trying to be the better friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. If I just be a better friend.
Somebody,
Yeah, so it was like that. But then when I just seen, like, I didn't have no resources at that time, I had to go learn the resources. That's what college was about.
You gotta learn the game.
Sports management. So that's what that was about. Going there, going to college, figuring out, understanding, like, level of professionalism, you know, organization. I'm coming straight out of Morris. So it's like, the only thing is neat.
Mooresville?
Not Morris Ave.
Oh, I thought we was going somewhere else. Nah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I don't even know what that is.
Nah, I was thinking college. Excuse
me. That
me.
sound like a baseball bat or something. Talking about Morrisville. You know what I mean? But nah, it's just like when you look at it, when you really think about the whole process, it's just art, bro. That's all it is. It's just art and creativity. You went to school and got your degree, right? Mm-hmm. So, all right, since when that was lame? You understand what I'm saying?
I see where you're going.
Like, when that became lame, like I just feel like the mindset that I had was just more so about, like, culture. You know, I'm a black man in America. What we go through?
A lot.
You understand?
Almost
so
unexplainable.
But like I told somebody earlier, I said, you got a pizza. It's 8, 8 slices in there. Do you come back? It's only 7. Everybody keep talking about, like, yo, what we gonna do with this 7? I'm figuring out, like, why the fuck that 1 left? So I'm always focused on that. Everybody's focused on the same shit. My mom's had 1 son. So I didn't have all them brothers and shit that be doing all that other shit. I had to lead the way. So it was just like, I had to learn it. I don't even want to be in this position. I don't. I'm trying to find somebody else to just take it over and just keep building and building.
You say I don't. You say you said you almost don't want to be in the position, but you kind of forced yourself in that position.
Nah. Almost
like an autopilot. Is that facts, or is that like a?
Nah. I'm just nice, bro. Like, you just gotta think about it. I came in the game coaching young. Like, why nobody else was doing it? I wasn't the only mad people who play basketball. You look at it now. Look at all the coaches now. I'm 32. Ask them their age. We were around the same ages. So why they didn't do it then? You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just, they follow my wave. Oh, he doing this fire. I'm going to do it too because it's him doing it. Nobody's going to say that. Because ask them why they started and how they started. Listen to the stories. Some might have started at a limited and came down. Some probably just knew a little young motherfucker.
Not gonna lie, that was my start. When I started recording and being in these parts, I went to Unlimited. You see where I'm at now.
You know what mine was?
Talk to me. Straight high school.
I bet. I'm from Morris Avenue. I had people from Patterson, Cortland, Harlem, and Morris all playing on the same team because I was trying to squash what was going on in real life. And I took that on. Fuck that. I'm going against everybody because that's what I wanted to do. I ain't care. So when people be talking about what they went against, I went against everything. I went against the same thing like the political people go against. Man, if you're going to kill me, kill me. At least I stood for it. That's what I'm about since a kid. What do you stand for? You know, people don't stand for shit. They just is momentarily, like right now. You know, I love you for a minute. I mean that shit. That's why it take too long for me to say it. You know, so that's the thing. Like, I started a trend on my own. I seen something that was going on. It was a cause that needed to happen, so I brought awareness to it. So once it started becoming like a trend and a thing, now you got whatever is going on. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. So you touched on how young people gravitated towards you. You got a bunch of young guys to be on your wavelength, doing what you got to do, playing places, learning them life, that type of things. You've given me this type of information, and I've also realized it just by playing the background, watching. You've had relationships with some of the young phenoms of New York City, whether they're in college now, or if they went to the pro, whether they're still in high school right now. How does one do that when we're in a city where half the time everybody's busy competing with each other, trying to be the one up? But for some reason, everybody followed Ike. Could you try to describe what you even told to these kids, like a JC, a Tyler Bourne, Hami Diallo, people like that were repping Visionary from before people even knew what it was? So try to talk about that kind of following that you kind of had.
I told everybody something different. You know, when we all leave out of here, we all going to different households.
True.
You understand? So now think about 10 years younger when we all kids, we going in the house. So whatever we doing outside, you go in the house to something totally different. Like, if you ask me about what I said to them, it's totally different because their parents have a different conversation. So it was just always about what the parents wanted.
True.
I didn't care about being their friends. What I'm being their friends for? I'm here to coach. I'm here to do what I'm doing. If you don't want to rock me, cool. I get players better. I know what I do is real. You understand? I know, like, you know, people hustle, right? You got a block, I got a block. I ain't worried about what you're doing. My block Gucci. We good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about what you're doing over there. Once we worry now, I'm just going to take your block. So it was the same mentality. So I'm doing what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing in this gym is going to work. I know what I'm doing on that track is going to work. I know what I'm feeding you is going to work because this is what your parents say you need. This is what's going on with you. Like, you're going to give everybody size 13. They only wear 7s and 9s and all those things. And you don't know his feet hurt. You don't know what's going on when he's on the road. What he like to eat.
And shit.
You understand? But that's corny to people. But I want to be great at what I do. That's the separation. We all like Kobe's and all the greats. Why y'all like the greats? That's groupie shit. Just because it makes you feel good to root for something that's winning. Try winning. I ain't got to root for nobody that's winning because I'm winning. And everybody around me is winning. So that was the whole mindset. So, like, I've coached, I've developed, I've trained, I did all those things, but I don't need no Instagram to show that I'm doing it because that's what I'm doing it for. I'm doing it for them. I'm not doing it for the people. This is for the people. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just, I don't even think I need to even speak on myself sometimes, but I'm doing it because it's like it need to be said. It's something need to be said, like, because it's like, all right, bet I hear everything all the time. But it's like, all right, bet, so why we need Ike? Why y'all can't do it? Like, think about it. I've been gone, so why nothing's been done? Like, where's the events? Where's all these things?
How long have you been, quote unquote, gone?
I don't know. Ask them.
So, well, I mean, we can't ask them, but in terms of when you decided to leave New York City, what year was that, and what was the reason behind it?
I left New York. Like, left New York? I've been left New York. I've been left this
Mentally
shit.
or physically?
Mentally. I left this shit in, like, 2015, 16. I was in Jersey. Sports U. I mean, that's where the hate came. All right, it was a time, I think.
From Sports U?
Me going to Sports U, that's where the hate came.
This is a league that was
it was AU program.
Okay.
That's where we was at. You know what I mean? Nazi, Javon, Luther, Lewis, Tiba, Ty. You know what I mean? Denver, Trey, Mark, Nate, Brian, etc. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the family says,
all the people.
Recipes, B. Coleman, Reggie, you know, Qua, Tahar, Elliott. You know, everything started there. Everybody know, like, whoever's watching this, they know we developed. That's what it was. We was Under Armour. Everybody else was Nike. So how the fuck we doing this shit? And we beefing with the players, all these people. And I'm out there. We going crazy. And that's when you know, I started some brand with them. You know what I mean? When you get money, cashier say some noise. You know what I mean? That guy. So we started that brand, and, you know, Chop was there. You know what I mean?
Shout out Chop.
Chop. You know, David Till Jr. He was there. Word, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was just different. So when I went over to Sports U, that's when everything started. I had this group called Talk Your Ish. So you just go in there and talk whatever the fuck you want to talk about. So I'm mad young, about under 21.
Not 21 yet, probably like 18, 19-ish, somewhere
around there. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's bothering people. And I got everybody they call a New York legend or whoever they call these people in my chat, expressing their emotions and whatever they want to say out their mouth, whatever. Why this young motherfucker could do that? That's when it first started. Then, recipes Maine Brown. I was going to coach at New Heights when I was still at Gauchos. I was going to coach at New Heights. Maine had passed away, so it kind of like messed things up. Cause I didn't know Adam and them at that time.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get a phone call from Tiba Pops, like, yo, you might as well just come over here and most hated, this and that. We most hated. We get together. It should be legendary. I think I still got the message. He told me that shit. And Ed Bright hit me up. Then I wound up going to practice with Reggie and met up with Reggie and them. Then I seen Sess and them at Pangos Camp, and the rest was history. Once I put up that Sports U post, chat, baby, everybody started hitting me. Oh, you really gonna do this? Munch, everybody. Oh, they gonna break up. Like, it was just crazy. Like, y'all was just telling me to come to Nike, be in the gym, bring the kids in the gym, work them out, and just stay in the gym and we give you shirts. That's what I was told. Terrence Williams. Free Terrence Williams, TA, but this Terrence Williams is Munch. You know what I'm saying? Like, to eat off somebody.
Yeah.
Because you don't leave nothing. Him. You know what I mean? But the only reason why they was an option because my man Jock really Jock, you know, Dave Gates was cool, but Jock was an option. Paul Suba had brought me over there. And Jeremy Pridgeon was like, yo, son, give Ike the youth and build this whole thing and we just have this forever. So I wound up just going to Sports U and building it. So I left Nazi and Tebow and them team and just built Trey and them up. We had 6 guys, you know what I mean? And everybody wants us to lose. Like, every game, like, we gonna lose. We ain't that good.
Do you think that's like a respect thing? Because you don't give me as a person that, you don't strike me as a person that would just get, if I'm being frank, bummy talent guy.
Bro, what you mean you being frank?
Come on.
You being honest or something? You being like,
come on. All right, being honest. All right, that's the last one for the pod. I'll watch my words some more for the pod. But if we're being honest, you're not gonna find subpar talent. So what is it like when you have the guys that can back up the talk, and then now everybody in the gym or everybody outside the gym that's just watching face wants you to fail? How is Ike dealing with that at an 18, 19-year-old age when he's still dealing with guys that are barely younger than you yourself?
I already got the emotions out because I was talking about Neef. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to get the emotions out because he's not here. So other than that, like, I'm me. Like, I'm from Morris Avenue, for real. Like, if nobody know what that means, y'all see it when I move around. I don't give a fuck. Nobody like us. I come from where nobody like us. Look up a lot of these people neighborhoods and stuff. Look up my neighborhood. Who come out of there? Got me. You got my son Ray Ray. You know what I mean? Got my man D1. My man Eddie sells sneakers. I mean, who we have? You know what I mean? Like, so it's us. So it's a different energy. We building something that's just is building is a legacy. So I'm not just building visionary. I'm not just building Isaac Gary. I'm building Morris Ave. I'm building whatever these young motherfuckers want to become when they get older. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I became some leader and they believe I could do some shit and they teaching me shit. They teaching me things that I forgot I learned before because I didn't pay attention to it. So it's like your signs. So that's basically what this shit is for me. It's like whatever I'm doing for the youth is basically the signs that I forgot about when I was young. So instead of me like chasing like, oh, I could be lit now off of them, I'm making sure that they the littest. Like when we go back and talk about it, like subpearl talent and stuff, we develop. So it's like, I hear guys like legends in the city, they got a certain amount of All-Americans, and I'm like, damn, look at Visionary. I got more than these people. And I've been in the gym with them a lot. So it's like, but I don't showcase none of that because that's not what I did it for. Like, think about it. With all this talent, what the resume is, why I'm not chasing college? Because you can't control me. Why I'm not chasing the NBA? Because you're going to look for anything that I do anywhere else to blackball me and try to turn somebody against me. You know, I sat in those rooms that people think that they sat in or they think that they know because they hear interviews and stuff like that. Like, I sat in those rooms, so I understand what things go on. So I own my own brand. All right, there's mad people in the city, New York basketball. Why they don't own their own stuff?
But Sports U, clearly you had something going on in Sports U. What was it that potentially led to the downfall of Sports U? If you could give some details or your experience, and what did you do after that?
Nah, it was just a lot of mixed signals going on in Sports U. I think we started building too many like alphas and stuff. Then I think they gave me too much like leverage and power too fast.
Some people can't admit that though.
Nah, I think they did. Because it caused some friction for like some of the older guys there. It was kind of like I remember the first time we had a banquet. My first time in Sports U, first event, we had a banquet. My man Sess picked me up, and Kawhi picked me up, and I had this turtleneck blazer, had my little chain chilling. I'm like, I'm going there like this. The whole time, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm Kanye West. You Memphis Bleak. They Day and Jay, and you Beanie Siegel. And I'm saying it the whole time, so I'm calling them these names, but then that's really how we broke up. So it's like, now when you sit there and you say about everybody in Sports U, you got Boncho, right? So I got My man Qual still with me. Seth still with me. Mike still with me. Luther still with me. T-was still with me. You know, Nazi my brother all the time. But I ain't use Nazi and Javon name to build Visionary because they already who they are. You understand how they be like, yo, bro, we Visionary no matter what. Of course, Lewis, all of them. And I mean, I just took the names that didn't have the names like that moving forward, and we could stay around so we could build this together. So if my name bigger behind the scenes, use my name to increase whatever your value is, and then you run off with that. Then when y'all all lit, y'all lit. Let me just get down and help the younger ones who need the help, because you know what I mean. Like they taught me that at Sport U, EGE. Everybody gonna eat, so they taught me that, and I stuck with that model with them.
When it comes to older dudes, whether it's older guys kind of seeing a young guy like you making waves in his position, or maybe even a young guy like me making waves and then kind of getting blocked in certain areas, what's your, I mean, I know I have some type of a misconception with older guys. Sometimes older guys don't know how to talk to me or bring up certain types of discussions. So what was your relationship or lack of with older guys in the game, seeing you do what you do, and then now all of a sudden you're getting pushed back when you have a good head on your shoulders?
Intimidation, probably. You gotta think, like, a lot of older people always chase their youth. So I never chased my youth. My youth is over with. Like, I'm growing. Like, I feel like the older you get, the wiser you should grow. I think growing up and getting older is a blessing. So some older people, not all, some of them get stuck in the same mode. Like, think about it. You ever heard the statement of, oh, pick your friends wisely because you're going to go off and do what you're going to do. You come back, they're going to be in the same spot. Look at these older dudes that we call legends. I see them in the same spot every year. Who's he? What May said, who you? Like, so why they legends? Because y'all look up to them? Come on, bro. So it's like y'all been in the same spot forever, and the only people y'all compete with is young. Like, even I look at street ball now, right? Like, a few years ago, JC was the player of the summer.
That's a fact. Shout out JC.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. How old was he?
I don't even.
So what are we doing out here?
Yeah.
He's a kid.
Yeah.
Back in the days, you couldn't even be a certain age. You got to be a certain age to play limit. So when you telling me that the younger people are the better players, but you still see the older coaches still in the same spot, these older players and all these people in the same spot, that's my issue with older people. When do you move to the side? When do you grow? Or why do you only grow for clout and attention? Yo, look, everybody, look what I'm doing now. Look what I'm doing now. You don't see it? When everybody come around me, now they deans. They work in school systems. They about the youth and the kids. They selling the fucking message now. I really live by this. And they be like, oh, not you. Why you? Why you? But nobody's haters. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, bro, do what I'm doing. And get the same turn. We all know the same people. I don't even have that many people that follow me on social media. So why I got more of a following in real life? Because I was born in 91. The internet wasn't even started.
Gangster. I'm born in 98.
So when people try to tell me about my life, it's like, yo, bro, I've been lived life. Y'all living this internet life. I've been living life before, so I'm kind of an older dude now. So I don't like these older dudes.
Are you experiencing this pushback in California?
What you mean, pushback?
In terms of, like, the pushback that we talking about right now.
I'm like a superstar out there in Cali, bro.
That's what I'm asking. Like, so
yo, that's why I hurt. That's why I hurt. Because when I go out there, yo, New York, they call me Boncho out there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they rep Visionary heavy out there. Like, they don't look out for me, my family, everything, all type of stuff when we out there. They really ride with us. They treat us like what we thought New York could treat us like. Like, we go out there, they love us out there, from the building to everything, all that. And I'm like, yo, who the fuck is we? I'm kind of feeling myself.
Met these guys in
they could talk. They know them out there. They more lit than me out there. I'm just not businessman. Yo, bro, they get the, come on, bro. Yo, when he coming back? Yo, when he pulling up? Yo, what's up? Like, damn, I got little homies now out there. Yo, could you train me? Because they watching them. I'm like, train? I'm looking like these niggas ain't shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, like, yo, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, around me, it's just like, I'm going to teach you what life really is because I'm still living it. Like, all right, like we said, I started at 18, 16, whatever, living in my mom's crib, where I live at now. But if I show that shit, it hurt more feelings. If I show who I hang out with, it hurt more feelings. Bro, you say, I got sweats on. I don't show these, bro. So it's like, that's the thing. Like, Like, the thing with a lot of these people is, like, everybody want to be a rapper when we talking ball. They want to be the image of what the rappers emulating.
I mean,
like, a
hip-hop
basketball player shouldn't be worried about all these things.
Hip-hop and basketball are synonymous, though.
I mean, in some people worlds.
True. I'm
not in that world. I respect basketball. We're talking about basketball. You understand what I'm saying? So if we talking about, so I bet Bryce went to Stanford. RJ just won Jerry West, right?
Shout out Bryce. Shout out RJ.
How much love RJ Davis got for a Jerry West award?
Besides a social media post, I don't know.
We talking about New York. Why? Why not? What he did to anybody? He visionary. Like, come on, like, when Boogie just destroyed New York. We talk about people that's going to LIU. Yo, he's dumb nice. Why we can't say that about Boogie? But we ask why we don't have stars out of New York.
Nah, I think Boogie gets the love, though, respectfully.
Enough?
That's questionable. I'll give you that.
Why is it even questionable? That's my point that I'm saying. How many All-Americans do we consistently get in New York?
Not too much.
All right, bet. So now look, Boogie, right? That's family. So it's like love. Ian is family. He get love, right? But he also get mad scrutiny as well because people can't be around him. So people start saying what he can't do. You know what I'm saying? Now we just criticizing. We just talking ball now. Now we talking about, but you just loved him. You know what I'm saying? So now when you're around him, it's like, oh, I'm not going to tell him no criticism. Now he don't rock with you no more. Let me tell you what he can't do, yo. You know what I'm trying to say? But now you got Cole Anthony. What love he get? He has a give back every damn year.
Yeah, he's from
you know
the
how
South,
many
for
people
real,
them
yeah.
soon people done put on? They own so many businesses. They young, they under 25. They put so many people in position. They help so many young kids. They help in Riverside. Everybody love Heck. Why you don't love Cole? Like, just think about what I'm saying. Like, but if it was an older person investing to the younger people, and then we want to talk about that, this is a young person. It's not a comparison to anything. Like I always say, Isaiah Whitehead is the GOAT. The only people that could go after Isaiah Whitehead is like, if Hami gets better in his community, Cole Anthony, Ty Jerome, if Boogie, depending on where his pro career go,
and he starts coming back to it. Yeah.
And the reason why I'm saying Jose Alvarado, the reason why I'm saying these guys,
Yeah,
is because,
Jose be coming to the hood. Facts.
right? And the reason why I'm saying these things is because they all went to the highest level that everybody as a kid say, one day I want to get there. We're not talking about how they got there, whatever. They got there. They're from New York. So now when you come back and give back, that's the whole thing. Give back. So when you talking about those people, if they come back and give back passionately, it's nothing a regular person like you and I can do. Because now it comes from real life experience. They done did it from every lane. Because now when you teach kids right now, you be like, oh, he did it before. Listen to him. So what are we going to tell them?
So when I know you find yourself in that position a lot of giving back to the youth, and then you've seen other guys do it. Where did the politics kind of mess that up for you in the New York City scene? Because I understand just by hearing some of your stories, when we have off the camera. All right, so I already know you've told me that you're no longer welcome in that space. Is that correct?
Put a picture of it and all that shit. Say I can't get in and all that shit. I remember, man.
That's tough. I'm not even gonna lie. That's tough.
Dykeman. Know what I'm saying?
That's tough.
Dykeman. I remember they told me, yo, if he don't squash it with Kenny, then he can't be a part of it. Facts. Santana, Chris. You know what I'm saying? So I remember all of that. I remember Santana going to Will and them and telling him, like, yo, I seen Ike saying that he's going to be with Lincoln Park next year, and now with Dykeman, he can't do that.
In terms of the coaching scene, correct?
Yeah, it was a time when my old Instagram, before they got hacked, or whatever they be doing to me, whatever, get me out of there.
Send the minions.
It was a time where I had put up a post. I don't know if anybody remember. It was mad years ago. I said, I'm retiring. Put up a retiring post. I had to because they already said I couldn't get in anything. They blackballed me because, yo, bro, this shit would just be crazy. The first New York ever.
I was gonna get to that, but
yeah, that's when it started.
We there.
Because I got blackballed by this shit. Yo, the first New York ever. My son called me. Noel called me. This when the downfall of Sports U, right? So I happened not to go to a California trip because I knew that was the end of our program. I didn't go on that trip. I stayed in the city. It's raining in Basketball City. Noel say, yo, since you ain't going to Cali, pull up to my game then, right? But he's having issues with PSA Cardinals at the time. So now pay attention to the correlation where I'm about to tell you what's going on. These are all Nike guys, right? I'm coming from Sports U. We Under Armour. So now listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Number 1 team in the country, 7th grade, right?
Your team.
Just last year. Yeah, so going into
Okay.
8th.
Okay.
Kind of broken up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I started bringing a new talent, like Ramsey and them, bringing different people in. Mark and all moving up. Then, so now we're going through this mess, so I'm like, I can still recruit. We walk in, I run into Heck. I see Heck, I see Whitehead, pause, Zeke, he pulling up. Everybody, so it's a whole crowd. So, the dude that dressed up like everybody but me or himself, he was there. He said, yo, Kenny want to talk to you. I said, about what? Yo, they got this new shit, Nike want you, da-da-da. I said, they want me? Like, yeah, and you could get paid. So he tried to sell me with the money shit. But nah, Kenny come, yo, the kids, yo, I heard you the guy we need to speak to. You the guy we need to talk to. You got the kids, you and Twin, that's all they saying. You and Twin got the kids. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I said, all right, whatever it is, Heck got to be a part of it. Cause I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So I'm like, fuck it. If I'm going to be in it, Heck got to be a part of it. You dig what I'm saying? So that's how that went. New York, New York. Then something happened where they said, Kenny calls me and say, yo, they don't even want you to coach. So you got to be the assistant. I'm like, what you mean? So just try to get the kids and all this other stuff. I'll pay you under the table, whatever.
So you were almost part of the start of New York versus New York.
No, I started that shit. I built that shit. Who got the first coach of the summer?
That was you.
So just put, like, all right, how can I get the first coach of the summer and then now I'm just this person right now? And I'm the youngest. So in order to get coach of the summer, if I remember, it was the most punctual, the most organized, well-managed, everything together. We had all those grown guys in there. So you mean to tell me this young guy was all of that?
Our coach of the summer.
Come on, make it make sense now.
Hold up. What time is it? What time? Make sure we good on time. Yeah, we good on time. We good on time.
You Gucci.
You good on time. All right, bet. So let's continue the conversation. University of New York first year, you get coach of the year, coach of the summer, excuse me.
Yeah.
Whatever they want to call it.
I'm losing the chip. You see how many views?
What year was that? 2018?
First year. I think
that was 20 because this is year 6, so technically that's
2018.
Yeah,
facts. That was the year 2018. Now that year, I done put over 20 kids in school that year. That was killing people too. Like, damn, son. Like, yo, bro, I was everywhere, from every age group, anything from all-star games, all that, everything. Wani got locked up that year, came home, something like that. We tried to make something happen with Sports U, me, Brian Coleman, Twin, you know, Wani. So it was something there. Lewis King wound up leaving. So all this is transitioning to everything. So that relationship right there, I'm like, damn, I didn't even think we need Wani for this team. You know, I got Ja, I got all of them. We got Luther, Bryce, Tyreek. Like, we got a team. So I'm like, damn, we probably need something. So Wani was the perfect people. Wani called me and like said, yo, bro, fuck the money and all this. And you know, not to say it like that. I'm not trying to put nothing out there.
He's just trying to be with you.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck any of that shit, bro. I need to play with you. I'm fucking with you.
Word.
You know what I mean? You show love this shit. Y'all showing love, and I just want to keep this shit together. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got Ja, da-da-da, this and that. So we was on some, like, family-type tribe and shit. So Wani was the best player that summer. Most electrifying player the whole summer. Like, we seen what he did. Then we had guys like Ty Rucker nobody knew about popped up. So I won coach of the summer. Wani won MVP. We got the most improved. I think we got 6 men. I don't know. Because somebody got defensive player. It wasn't us. So we got damn near all awards. And now, like, what are we saying now? How you do that? Like, it has to be explained. Then we come back the next year, I losing the chip. And almost won coach of the summer again. So technically, I really only lost 2 games.
This is all still with Dykeman's team.
Yes. Okay. So now the whole time, right? I've never been posted on the internet like shout out to my coach. I've never been like broadcast, like nothing about me, nothing, anything. When I won the first coach of the summer, right? When I'm holding up the trophy, Kenny walked by and said, that's whack. They should have gave 2 of them because Heck and his wife over there, man. Right when I got it, my aunt died that day.
That's a lot.
I bet. Now, year 2. We played against Rams and them to a crazy overtime game in the gym in AF, right? So this is probably 2019. And we won. Right after the game, I get a phone call. My cousin Zoo got killed. So I didn't want to go to no games now. You know what Kenny and them called me? Yo, is Scotty coming to the game? Is Cole really coming to the game? That's what everybody called me. Then I called the guy that wear all the costumes besides dressing like himself. He had said, yo, man, like, just because you going through that down with me, he got to know he got a kid. That's what that man said to me, my brother or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So when I started seeing it then my son had killed Bonnie Bates and won. And Rose was like, yo, they doing him dirty, yo. He was supposed to get that. So they didn't give him the award. They gave it to Monty Bates. Somebody asked Dre Ambrose about it. Mel Ferg, right? You know what I'm saying? We asked him. Me, Mel Ferg, Damali Williamson, they asked him, because those his guys. You know, Jaden, your man Dre Ambrose, he said, why would we give this award to a kid that we know that's not going to go anywhere if we could just give the award to somewhere that's going to build the brand? Not realizing that kid was living in a shelter at the time. That could have sparked and changed his life, and that's what Stories is about. What Monty Bates is really doing.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro. But this is somebody in New York City saying this. Monty not even from here, bro. So we talking about New York, and these are the people that y'all put there. Because Dre Ambrose was Tyreek Chambers' handler. Tyreek got shot in Chrysler King, and then Dre fell back from him. But these are the guys that we got at Nike that's running everything, managing people. That's why they want me out, because I know this. How do you know this? Because we stuck at the airport at Peach Jam. The year Heck lost, when he broke down, when he lost, when he had TJ Sterling and all of them going crazy, and we lost at the chip game. Dre was sitting there chilling, and we got stuck in a blizzard. I mean, Juju, all of us sitting there chilling the whole time. Dre having a whole conversation with me, everything. Yo, bro, I'm a big fan of you, all these things. And then it just changed. So that's what they do. You know what I mean? I'm not going to stop people from getting their money and stuff, but, you know, I come from where, you know, what's loyalty? Like, people just be saying that shit. You know, it's basketball, but it's like, when I say something, it's become violent towards me. So which one is it?
It's a lot of love and hip-hop, political BS
I don't know what
and basketball.
it is, you know what I'm saying? You ain't going to Fred Hampton me, Young Dolph me, and none of that shit. So it was like, I mean, I feel it, I see it, I understand it, pause, like, you know what I mean? But that's really what it is, though. It's really like, I don't care. I don't care. I care about my loved ones. So if my loved ones tell me what I'm doing wrong. So wait, you and I, real quick, let me segue. One time I came at you.
You can ask me questions. That's good.
Who the fuck you think you are? You ain't Shade Days. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got an iPhone. I'm saying these things, but I'm telling you at the same time what you need to do. Nobody's gonna respect you off this and that. You with us, but you getting too lazy, bro, because you cool with us. But if you didn't know us and we didn't have this, what the fuck you was gonna do? Then I also said, because I was a fan of you, because you sat there and explored the intellect side. You sat there and questioned people. You asked real questions. You break things down, and you wasn't afraid to show another side of people, educated. People want to show the hood, the cool side. You wasn't into that. You ran from that. Now you want to do the popping interviews. You think about clout, lit. That was my opinion when I was telling you those things. You called me one time. We had a conversation. I don't have to say your words. And you said your people's had a conversation with you. It's because when I see somebody for something, I see them for that, and I feel like they're losing themselves a little bit. And I feel like I'm trying to not judge you, but I feel like you're hurting yourself, because I feel like this is who you are. Because I feel like once you leave who you are and accept something else, you got to accept other people with that too, that you don't understand that come with that, and they don't operate and think the same way. Just because I love you don't mean that dude in the same position who could do the same things or qualify like me is going to love you the same way. So I'm going to allow you to make these mistakes, but somebody else might try to kill you.
I'll tell you one thing. When we had that little disagreement, I remember I was at work, and I seen it on my phone. I'm like, I didn't even really say nothing crazy. I remember that. I'm just like, yo, what's going on here? So, you know, I take my little break on work, whatever, come back, think about it for like next few days. I'm like, he low-key got a point, because I was getting into all the highlights, the BS, all the crap that everybody likes to see on the internet. Not everybody likes to see a conversation like this. Not everybody wants to be able to pick somebody's brain or understand why somebody operates the way they operate. So I definitely had to take that to the chin, because respectfully, all that highlight stuff is second nature to me. This is my bread and butter. But when you have, as we transition, when we have that, when you know who you are, when you know what you want to do, and you keep getting these stopgaps, these how I say, just bad periods in life, whether it's real life, whether it's politics. From what I'm hearing, you're getting all the bad stuff on every side, whether it's family, home, friends, brothers, sisters, whatever, and then the basketball, which is technically supposed to be your escape from some of the life things.
Right.
Where did you find peace at all when the basketball is getting you upset, and then the life things that you just can't control is just getting you to a different spot?
What would you consider as peace? What's peace?
Peace. I got you. Peace. Because this microphone getting a bit tight.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah, I don't know why I set that up.
No, we Gucci.
But you asked me what you would consider peace.
Yeah, what would you consider peace?
That's a tough question myself to answer. I would say when you're at a point where even some of those tragic, traumatic things doesn't really trip you as much as it would, or potentially where you can take different hits on the chin, take it with a grain of salt.
Pause.
I said,
Hit on the chin, like
That's
what we
not-
talking about?
that's
You just
not-
fixed the microphone to my face.
That's-
Pause now. It's a hit on the chin. That's crazy. That's wild, bro.
Nah,
You gotta come uptown a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
chill, I'm a Brooklyn guy, man.
It's like, see?
Let me know when you're ready, bro. 5? All right, bet.
Now, to be honest with you, when you ask about my piece, pause, you know, like getting sanity and stuff like that, it's really like with them. You know what I mean? Like the downtimes when I'm dealing with them with their lives. Because sometimes, like, we just be so caught up in ourselves and talk about everything we going through. And then, like, what about the person next to you? So it's like, when I'm out there and I'm Boncho, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's all about me right now. This is about me right now. We at this interview. It's about me. I'm quite sure everybody in this room got something that's bothering them when they leave out of here. So when I have that relationship with certain people and I'm sitting there and I'm listening to that shit, I become passionate about it because it's so relatable. And I never realized that throughout this whole time, pause, I'm attracting people that, you know, we have the same type of trauma in life. Because a lot of people hide this shit.
Mm-hmm.
In denial, they're afraid. Like, so they go, you know, smoke weed, drink liquor.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Party.
The last time I really cried was like a death in my family, but that was probably a few years ago, respectfully.
And
But
it's like that's another thing. We let certain emotions out, or music. You know, certain, like, sometimes I just can't listen to rap music. So I gotta
feel that sometimes,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they get tight sometimes. I be on my EDM shit.
On your
sometimes.
R&B or something?
Yeah, or, nah, I fuck with R&B, but you know, Kid Cudi, my guy. I fuck with Cudi. Kanye, my dog.
Yeah.
You know, I now switch up, like, certain moves. Like, if I'm mad or angry, I probably go fuck with 50.
Many, man.
Yeah, I probably fuck with 50. If I'm in some creative, like street shit, I be on my Lil Wayne shit.
Solid.
Sometimes, like, but if I'm, like, trying to look for peace, I probably listen to a lot of Dolph, Nip. Cam is just, like, I guess, I was like a little bit like religion a little bit. Like, Cam is just like a voice in my head sometimes.
A constant voice?
Yeah, because it's like, it's too many similarities. I don't want to say much, but it's too many similarities as far as, like, the mental concept. Like, it's like, all right, bet. I went to college. I was a ball player. You know, shit didn't work out. All right, bet. Nigga, I'm going to hustle. I'm going to figure this shit out, this and that. You don't see him talking about ball no more unless that show. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not going to sit there and put my pity on anyone. Like, I fucked up. So it's the same thing I tell another young kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how much you spend for your sneakers? How much you spend for your jeans? But that trainer only asked for this, that. Why you didn't do it? Oh, nah, because, you know what I'm saying? It only costs this much to go to that camp. Nah, because, but now talk to a regular kid who's just chasing any aspiration in life. They're spending their money to go to these programs. I want to build robots. I want to play pianos. I want to do these things. They're spending their money on those things. And then when they become super successful, they don't even get the love. Only the athlete or the entertainer. So I just always try to tell people, like, this is what reality is at the end of the day. Like, this sports shit is just a topic in school. Like, how, like, is this a gym class?
Heavy on the gym class.
You're really in a gym class, you know what I mean?
So there's Robert F. Smith School. Is that in New York or in
That was in Colorado.
Colorado?
That was a dope ass experience, a weird experience.
So
Scary
please give the
experience.
people, if they don't know what Robert F. Smith School, facts.
Yeah.
What you played a part in that, and I also feel like but I also see that you have certain visionary quotes, some type of lifestyle, the teachings of that will be aligned with that in that school.
Well, shout out to my man Marcus Williams. He had plugged me in with Chelsea Harris, who's actually like the cousin of Robert F. Smith. And
Okay.
they was talking to me about some basketball branding and consulting and stuff out in Colorado. So that's how that came about. And then I actually went out there for like a little tour. I liked it. It was cool. Like, the vibes was cool. I ain't gonna lie. The vibes was cool. Like, just seeing like the community, how they try to engage. And the crazy shit was it was raining, and then it started snowing. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? I thought it was gonna be like nice out here or something like that. So it was tough. It was a tough process as far as moving around and learning the state. But once you go in certain areas, that shit is just like dope. Like it felt like I was in the movie Family Business or something like that. I felt like I was in one of those TV shows. But definitely going to that school was a dope learning experience, and just seeing how they trying to build the school as far as like community, family based. Like everybody kind of know each other. Like I know your aunt, I know you're this, that, your sister, oh your mom just had the kid, like something like that. Like it's just so it's kind of like dope. And plus watching the kids actually like the way they gravitate towards the energy, and they like the school, like they want to be a part of it. So it was kind of shocking to me. But probably like 100 people in the school, maybe all together. But they build it. But just being able to see that, it was just dope, because I just thought like, shit, you got me in school. Why? No, I don't want to be here. They was actually involved, and they just really liked their school. So it was a dope experience though, and just being around Robert Smith family and stuff like that. It was cool. I learned a lot.
When it comes to, of course, this whole everything from the New York side to the Cali side to now what you're building right now.
Right.
What would you define yourself as in terms of your position? Do you have a role in? Do you, like a mogul is what would describe you? What would you describe yourself as at this current point in your life?
I don't know. Ramsey always tell me I'm 1-on-1, so I'm just 1-on-1 Boncho. You know what I'm saying? Boncho is a creative name because my sister's name is Cheyenne, right? And her father's name is Bo. So Bo and Shy. I'm not gonna call myself Bon. She like that's pause like come on. So that was basically the whole combination. So it was like my pops not being in, my step pops stepped in, and then what came out of that, my sister. So that's a new add-on to who Ike is. And I was Izzy running away from Ike. So when I was a teenager, I called myself Izzy. My great grandfather gave me that name. So I kind of put all the names that all the men in my life was around, and just kind of made one. So that's why I say
That's
like
fire.
that. I'm just Boncho, so it's like I think somebody else might be trying to be the next me or better. Like I think whatever you do in New York City that I've done, you're gonna hit a Boncho status. Like that's how I look at it. Like why I can't be? They're gonna say I'm crazy, I'm weird, or whatever. I don't care about that. They not important. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I want to be the first to do what I want to do. Like think about it, we got visionary with no eyes. My name started with an I, but why nobody else did it? That's the question. Like, why nobody else did it? I did it. So, why nobody else called themselves Boncho? I did it. So, I'm just keep building on that. My people around me not upset with that, because I don't walk with individuality. I'll be threatening them like, yo, son, I'm about to just only think about myself, yo. I'm about to, fuck y'all. I don't even know how to do that shit, bro. I just be talking.
So I know we're not gonna really talk about the person that shall not be named at the current time. That's fine with me. But I believe in the interview that he had with me, I think I could be wrong, but referenced you as Kyrie Irving, as almost a name to describe you as.
I don't know what I
only asked that question to be frank, as in like, do you think that's I did it again, I'm sorry. But do you think that's a proper comparison, because not many people understand who you are?
I don't play basketball, so how the fuck I'm Kyrie Irving?
We're not talking about hoops, clearly. We talking about the man, or the perception.
When you're limited, a vernacular, you don't even know what the fuck to say. So, Kyrie Irving, I'm not Kyrie Irving. I don't play no basketball, I'm a coach. Why couldn't it be like Isaac Gary? You know what I'm saying? Why you couldn't just say, I'm like an Isaac Gary? Or I'm like a such and such, because it's limited. I'm not Kyrie Irving. Kyrie, man, too. You didn't even meet him. But I'm just saying, like, how you gonna call me somebody you don't hang out with because you watching television? So I'm a real person, bro. You understand? Do you know how Kai is off the court? He's about tribe. I'm about tribe. So it should, like, that's why I'm here too, because that was said about me. I'm all these great things about me. But so why are you in business with people that's trying to destroy me when I was there with you when you didn't even know the people? So if I'm a Kyrie Irving, what Kyrie is going through? He's LeBron James. For real, we was teammates and now I'm on my own. And you think I'm upset. But every time I get something good, oh, yo, shout out to my brother, it don't matter, because it looked good. I'm not going to sit there and apologize. I said what I said. You know what I mean? Like, I'm over this shit, for real. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to do that, but I'm just saying, like, it's like, what people don't understand is like, I bet we built something for New York basketball, right? So he's older than me. I came in the game younger, so I'm a little bro. So let's say if my young ones been around me for all these years and they never got anything, but everything they had to do was on their own. I never got paid for being around him. I was running around doing all this shit when Joe Pope was lit. So when we sitting here, we talking about I'm the visionary. Like I asked bro one time, like, yo, I want you to be on the board. I want you to be on the board. You know, the brand and stuff. Like, that's for smart people. So it's going back to I'm Kyrie Irving. Yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. What does that mean? Kyrie's blackballed for being himself. We sit there, we making analogies, right? You educated.
Back to the analogies, yes.
If I'm Kyrie, look what's going on with Kyrie. Everybody loved him when he stood next to Bron. Then when he left Bron, then all of a sudden everybody who loved him, that's all Bron guys, now they don't like him unless it's something that makes sense for their causes. And that's the same thing that's being done with me. Like, all right, bet, we wasn't cool 2-3 years ago. Why you came back last year? What made you come back last year throughout the whole winter? We started the Good Brothers podcast, my ideas, things that we put together. Sway, we all sat down and spoke. We trying to get things together. We rushing, we putting it. I'm not in it. I'm staying up all night, sitting there, putting things together with you and I, speaking to them, all of this stuff. It wasn't about me. It was never about me. It was really to really position him so people could see him more than, oh yeah, now I'm up here. I wanted the people to see exactly who he was. You sat down and spoke the principles. You ain't never did that. And you still afraid to talk. I was trying to show people that you're a commentator and not an announcer. Announcing ain't something for real. A commentator is somebody who could sit behind and make the money, somebody who could speak well, somebody who could influence, someone you sit there and you say, damn, that's a father, that's a man, that's a teacher, that's a leader, that's a motivator. You can't get that just being an announcer because it's only 3 times a month. So I wanted to showcase, look what else he could do outside of that. I was expanding your brand. You know, I know guys, people get in your head, the people you work with, they start telling you certain things, and then look at New York, New York. Every game is the same shit we did for the Good Brothers. Why y'all ain't do it the year before?
I'm not gonna lie. I definitely, when I first seen it happen, I reshared it and said this looks very familiar.
Not mad familiar.
And I'm not gonna lie. A couple other cameramen in the space.
No, because what they did was cut the truth. You see, I'm not a divide and conquer, but let's pay attention. It was me, Slime. First of all, Ray called me and said, "Yo, let's build this whole Good Brothers thing. We got all the voices. It's me, Cha-Ching, Spicy, Slime." And Ike, you know what I'm saying? We just put this whole thing together and we just start building this whole thing together. So the first thing was, since Ray gonna do that, we're gonna do the Good Brothers podcast. We were supposed to do the Please Don't Lack Outside TV joint. We said curve that. We call Sway. Fuck that, Sway. You got your own platform. You still do what you do. We're gonna use this so we could use whatever we got going. We got Slime and Cha-Ching in the voice. Boom, visionary. Boom, we build that, and then whatever you do with Sway shit, and we just take over. That was the whole mindset, the whole idea, right? So now I look at New York, New York. Oh, we're going to cut Slime out. The Adidas, we're going to put Splash Brothers. But we all friends. You understand what I'm saying?
Could've made it a 3.
I'm not the type of person that's just going to sit there and watch shit and just be like, oh, all right. You know what I mean? Oh, you divide and conquer. No, this is business. If we going, it's like street anything. If we going in there this way, I want to know what we going into. Don't have me going in there and I'm coming back out like, what the fuck? And you on the other side. That's some Judas shit. But, you know, people don't understand it. And sometimes when people do it so much, they just become it and people just, you know, get numb to it. So that's why sometimes you don't see it until you leave. So that's why part of the reason why I had to leave. I had to step outside the box and realize, like, damn, why my phone ringing at night when you at work and I could sleep? Not nobody in New York, but now I'm the worst person in the world. So it's like you reading me, you using me. Dolores, when Jordan movie came out with the moms, we up talking to my moms about how we gonna build him to be this owner and all these things. How we could get him in the DOE system as an influencer when I got my student vendor license for Visionary. You know, when we had the Rebirth tournament, and I said, yo, we're going to do this. I could put you on this as an influencer. You get paid with the DOE with me. When we talk about, we had a 3-on-3 tournament that was supposed to come out, and I was like, yo, let's post this, and this is how y'all can make money. It was about 75 teams, everybody putting up 1,000. So that's 75,000, obviously, right? So I told them out of the, like, take 25 as a prize winner, and the 50 would break down to whoever running the park, whoever uses the park, Cha-Ching and Slime and Spicy. I'll take the smallest cut. And we was going to do it at LES or New Heights. And then we said, we do it at New Heights, now you can sell tickets. You have VIP and different things like that. And y'all sell y'all tickets so y'all can make more money. You know what I'm saying? But we could go 25 to 30,000 for whoever, for the 3-on-3. And I just visionaried it out, and I'll just pay for all the uniforms. So only I would have made probably like $5,000 out of the whole thing. But look at the numbers I was letting them split. It wasn't about me. I'm not here. Y'all putting in the work. But who's going to put up the idea that let's get it done? That's the thing that I'm saying. Like, we can sit around all day and just be like, yo, we got this. Nobody going to do it.
But if nobody
I'm going to be the person like, yo, come on, let's do this. And then when it's getting going and it's lit and everybody like it and it's cool and it's lit, that's when they like it.
That's when everybody
But it's not
yeah.
cool and it's not that. But then when I'm sitting in the meetings with them billionaires and corporate people and all that, everybody tell me taking these meetings on, like, I'm tired. Nobody giving me no bread to do none of this shit. I'm doing this shit on my own. When niggas need me and shit like that, I'm there doing all of that. But I'm still grinding. I'm doing all that shit, right? Nobody understanding the toll that I'm doing to build everybody else's life, but who's doing that for me? So it's like, yo, you're bitter. Nah, nigga, this is who I am. What are y'all doing? And there's some people my age, you know what I'm saying, or older than me. So it's like, all right, bet, I get it. Y'all doing the same thing the young niggas is doing. But now, you get it? They competing with my young niggas. A lot of these older dudes who lit now, that wasn't lit yesterday, they competing with my young niggas. Or any young person out there. Like Rams TV was killing, right? Now they throw 2 Holloway at them. Why? Like, why? Like, why that have to be that? Like, and there's no disrespect, because Two is a killer and Rams is dope. But why is like every time, like, but who does it help? The old coaches that was there forever. The old hecklers that was there forever. So we're not even building anything. It's like it's corny to get better because I can't get better. So them rap lyrics and all that shit we be listening to that we like is right around us, but we afraid to say it. Why you think they rapping about it? Because they seeing this shit. This is what's going on around us. So, like I said, sometimes conversations becomes a certain way because the intellectual mind can't contaminate all the information.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, is it stop? Okay, all right, cool. All right, we'll wind down then before this camera shuts off. I didn't mean to cut you there.
No, we Gucci.
I didn't mean to cut you. Now I'm gonna just start naming. Oh, okay. I have a quote here that I heard you say on the other podcast, and I know that after hearing this conversation, this quote makes a lot of sense. You said, "No one's educating themselves on what's going on in the game. That's why they don't know how to maneuver through the game." How do you think you've maneuvered through the game? Are you properly maneuvering? Or are you still like, where do you think you are in the game, quote unquote?
What game? Street ball?
Like,
That shit bullshit, bro. Bro, that shit's bullshit because it's like I could give you 30 ideas for street ball right now. So it's like, how do I maneuver in the game? I maneuver in the game. Now, when we talking about that other lane, I got a lot of shit to work on because I didn't even know I would really get into that part of the game. It's just like, yo, come on, you got to be in this. Now I'm just getting pulled in other lanes now, so I have to learn. Like, there's a lot to learn with that. But when we talking about this shit, that shit is nothing because now you got Class TV coming in, manipulating the system because now you got film.
Yo, man.
You get what I'm saying? So now when you got the film,
trust me, we both agree on the movement of Class TV.
Nah, yeah, but look, I said now I got an idea because it's gonna come out anyway. Ike said it first. Like, I spoke to Underdog Fantasy and I told him, like, yo, bro, y'all bugging the fuck out. You see what Clash doing? Y'all go out there and do the same thing. And y'all got gambling. Y'all worry about who gonna get more kills on Modern Warfare and people gambling on that. We can say how many times someone can say his catchphrase. We can say how many this and that. Long story short, you could build the league. You take over the streaming. Now you come in and they have gambling. We all love gambling. Now you make them real players like a league because that's what what's the name is trying to do, make a CBA, Clash TV, so they could pay everybody and build it as a league. So Underdog got a bigger bag. You can come do that, pay all these guys, and that's one thing. So now let's say if you go to every establishment, I give you 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000. Y'all get 100,000 to participate, right? Now y'all in it. Now every game that we watch all year long, we sitting there watching Underdog, kind of like Clash.
Yeah.
We sitting there gambling at home while the game's going on. Right? So that's the first thing. Nobody got paid from Clash, and they've been under contract for over 2 years. So what are y'all doing? So now if they sell, now you got Amazon and Apple and all these places. You get what I'm saying? So now when they see all the stream, I like this dunk, I like all that. They own it now. So they own you. So now y'all playing in all these things when it's NIL going on, and no one's getting paid for their name, image, and likeness because he's too busy worried about, I got to play in this tournament. But you're hurting yourself. So now, like me, would I play in some? Not on Clash TV. For what? Because now they own every pro that I brought in here. The pro don't even own this shit. So now when people out here playing for $200-$300, fuck it. Y'all all getting jerked because if this shit make whatever it make off the clicks, I just keep clicking it and then keep going viral. You just hype you viral.
All right, so
Can't probably
This
even
question
post
that
that
I
shit.
have here is a little bit of a personal question.
I bet.
Do you have a biggest regret in your life currently? Is there a regret, whether it's a decision, whatever it is that you probably still rings in your head to this day?
I do I got a regret. Now, we're going through all of this, coming back to New York basketball, for real. Because it was a few years ago where I seen that I didn't have to like be involved to still be involved, and I allowed like the in the moment like vibes and shit and sequences like, all right, nah, shit cool, let me go fuck with it, show love and shit like that, like. But I already knew what it was gonna lead me to. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew like I didn't want to go. Like I don't go out and chill with certain people. Like I be with people, but something told me, yo, don't go back to that shit. Just leave it alone. Even when me and bro was cool,
Mm-hmm.
it's like every time me and him like kind of get cool, and then I come back, that's when the problems start. Every time. So it's like there's a time where it was just like shit was cool, bro. Like his son is my nephew for real, and sometimes we don't think about what we put him through, but sometimes I don't care, bro, because it's like, why do we gotta be what I'm doing wrong? What about, I'm human too. And I know what I've done for people. And sometimes I just be thinking like, what if I just never stepped in this game of basketball? Nobody ever think about that. Like, what if Ike never just stepped in this shit? What if Boncho was never around? What if it was never a visionary? What if it wasn't a person like me to have a kid? You know what I mean? Because like, I don't give a fuck about you gotten to love me, like you have to love me. But it's like, give me my respect. If you go out there and you win a basketball game, congratulations, you won a game. You go out there, score 40, you that dude, and you continue doing it, we're gonna respect you. So why I can't get it and I'm getting awards? What is it, y'all? What is it that y'all personally, and make you start thinking about other things? You get what I'm trying to say? It make you feel uncomfortable. Because it's not like that you scared. You scared what you might do. Like, I'd really be ready to like challenge the energy for real. Because what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, all my friends is in jail doing 30, 40, all that shit. This shit ain't fake. We know what indictments are. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, I can't lose because I came in this shit with nothing. But it's like, now when you got all this shit, you don't want to throw this shit away. So it's like, the regret that I got is that I feed into bullshit with bullshit people. And I give bullshit people chances. Because people, people shit on people and I be like, nah, I understand. But it's like, sometimes I just got to understand and not give a fuck. So that's the thing. Like, I kind of regret like certain things about my heart. But then I'll be dead though. You know what I mean? So it's tough. Like, but that's, if I could regret anything, it'd be that, because it's like, you know how like the intersection could come and you want to avoid it, but you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna chance it. My dumb ass keep chancing it because that's who I am, because that's how I feel. Like,
You have faith. You have hope.
you know what I mean? Like, I just be like, damn, fuck it, like I'll chance it. You know what I mean? So
What is to you your biggest accomplishment to this date then? As a man in life, it don't gotta be basketball. These are life questions now. But if basketball is a part of it, then so be it. But what is Ike's biggest accomplishment in his life to this date?
I think learning how to become a son. That was the biggest accomplishment, because growing up, I had my father's name is Isaac Pierre Gary, the first. I'm not junior, I'm the second. So he was big on that part. So the first day I come, like, when I first come home from the hospital around Thanksgiving, that's why we don't celebrate Ramsey, Feds took my father. That was how I came into the world. So I know that that's the reality of my life. So that doesn't sound like another person's life. That sound like, all right, some struggle there early on. So I call it my original sin. So with that being said, growing up and just always being bitter, like, why I don't have, like, why I'm going to school and his father, his stepfather there, and why I don't have. So it's just always growing up and not accepting like what my moms did do when she didn't have much help. And I think that's what all this shit did to me. it humbled me and it showed me like, yeah, you be upset when you mad at him or you mad at him when they not doing X, Y, and Z. Like, what the fuck you did? So they basically like, people say karma, but it's just my test. Like, yeah, it could be way worse, but look, you know. So now I start to see those things. So it kind of erased the regret shit. So me having to learn how to become a better son, you know, being a better brother to my sister, be a better son to my pops, my step pops, you know, being a better grandson to my grandmas. That's what this shit taught me. Understand, like, damn, why y'all treat y'all families like that? Why y'all doing? Oh shit, let me catch myself. So when I became that, like a better that, everything else in life started becoming better. Like, for real. Like, they know, like, they call my mom's grandma. I never told them, man. They do that shit on their own. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of them, they call me Pop.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you know, and like, you know, I don't want to put their business out there, but it's like some of the shit that they say to me, they say that shit to me at a time when I feel like I'm the lowest motherfucker in the world. And then it'd be certain things being said, so it's just like, when I learned how to become a better son, I learned how to become a better person. You understand? Because I was able to cherish and appreciate all the things that my moms did for me to become whatever I was. You know, when I first told I was dropping out of college, a coach, she told me to get out the crib. And she can't take no visionary shit off. If I say I'm cut one of them,
I was about to ask, like, does she understand now? Like,
what? she thinks she run the vendors. We got the visionary DOE vendor license.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so now she thinks she's the president. You know what I mean? If I argue with like one of them, oh shit, she on my heels. Like one of them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about these two or Bryce or something. Like, if it's them two, she on my heels. Anybody else, I'll fuck them. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like Bryce, them two, oh man. So, and it's like that for the dude that when, you know, make money out of cashier and they say the noise that he says on the mic, pause. You know what I mean? Him too, like for real, on some G shit, like with Dave though. My mom's treating him like a son, bro. For real. She kicked me out the crib one time because I said I was going to punch him in his face and I was going to fuck him up. I think it was 2 summers ago. I'm going to fuck his ass up. Pause. I'm going to fuck him up. You ain't going to keep telling me what you going to do to him. I got other sons too, and he's one of them. Word? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real shit. Like, that's why I'm saying when you making people seem like it's nothing, like, dog, you lost your parents, bro. And I shared mine. So don't make it seem like it's, think about when you're a kid, right? And your friends come over to your crib and you gotta always share with this motherfucker. You know his family don't do this shit for you. That's what I did for your life.
It's not
when you
funny,
had nobody.
We all got people like that first.
You know why it's not funny? You see how the truth make a person laugh? Because you see how intellectual we are? We don't gotta fight. We ain't gotta scream, call nobody out their name. We just speak and it hurt them. That's why they don't like me. Because I'm supposed to be a nigga. But I wanted to be a king. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, because my grandmother's an Indian. My mom's is Trinidadian. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, when we start understanding who we are, that shit's intimidating to these other people. That's all it is.
All right. Last thing. I know I said 2 questions earlier, but clearly I be on my tangent sometimes with questions. But with all of that being said, all the things that you've dealt with, what's next? Because, you know, Visionary's still alive. That's a lifestyle we would still breathe into and all of that. What's next for you as a person? Is Visionary a part of that? I know it will always be a part of you and the people that support you, but what's next for Ike himself? Like, what is
for Ike?
We could do both. I'm doing both. I'm Ike and then Visionary as a lifestyle, as a community, as a brotherhood. Not just brothers, but
well, the next thing for Ike is for people to stop calling him that. I don't want to be called Ike no more. My name is Isaac P. Gary II. So I want to be Isaac Gary. You know, I'm a business owner now. I'll be 33 years old this year. And when you grow, you got family. You start building. When you're in the business, if I'm gonna go entertainment, then fuck it. Call me Izzy Ike, Boncho, call me all those names, and then everybody accept the entertaining side. But it seemed like when I showed my character side, I get like a little backlash all the time. So it's like, but that's me. I'm just chilling. So I see it bother people. So I want to be respected as with my intellect, what I'm dishing out. So Mr. Gary, my kids, my family, you know, the Garys, I want to build. You know, everybody talk about generational wealth and shit like that. There's no need to if you ain't trying to build the last name. So that's what I want to do. There's not too many Garys left. I want to do everything that I feel like my father, like my moms and my pops was married. Like, they was married. I wasn't a bastard. So I still got to keep some tradition. So those are the things that I start thinking about. So I want to try to turn Ike into Isaac Gary again, more so than anything. That's what's next for me. Like, how do I turn me back into Isaac Gary? You know, Boncho and all that stuff is cool. You know, street friends or close peer and things like that. You know, Izzy. I really want to be Isaac. I want to be Isaac Gary, more so than anything. So that's next. And as far as Visionary is all about right now with Visionary, since I'm working about being Isaac Gary, you got Joel. He got he kind of like helped me micromanage the Rebirth tournament while he was out in California when it was going on. Him and the junior board starting to build Visionary Aware, where now we build a non-for-profit for community events for the youth, but through them, their ideas, what they see. It might be amusement parks, it might be after school, it might be something else that I don't see, and just kind of building the young people to start building their profile and their character on who they might be if there's no more air in the ball, or they get stuck in life, or they want to learn how to. At what age do you start opening the doors and start learning who's the better people or the right people, or who's to get you where you want to go? At what point do networking really start? It's supposed to start forever. So it's kind of really like starting to get them to kind of crack that shell. Like, this is what you got to start transitioning into, instead of us just showing you too much of the way. So it's more so that kind of building more of a strict pen pal, big brother, little brother, big sister, little sister, because we just implemented this female group. The female side, my sister brought them in. Implement the family side inside the culture, inside of Visionary. So and now understanding like what it's like to go corporate, what it's like to even with myself.
Heavy on
there's a lot of things have to change. I like the way we present ourselves, the way we like to speak, the way we communicate, the way we conduct ourselves in public. A lot of these things, not saying you changing but these things have to get better, because the way you move in this shit is the respect you're gonna get. And if you want to be yourself, it's very hard to be yourself in this shit if you're not really confident. So it's like, if I'm going in there by myself, I'm Gucci. But I know everybody's not. So I'm going in there as a team, and I'm not trying to go there by myself. So I just got to build my team up, and we're ready to win championships and build a dynasty. Right now, I think we playoff team, playoff contention. That's how we speak. We speak in those terms. We speak in the terms of how we live. So, like right now, we was in rebuilding mode. Now I think we can make the playoffs right now. But shit a little crazy. Probably got to get rid of some people. People be leaving, their contracts be up. You know what I mean? And
hey, it's business.
But that's how we speak. Like,
for real
we got
though.
our own way of like how we maneuver and shit. So it's like, and some people are like, what the fuck he talking about?
If you know, you know.
That's levels.
Yeah,
There's
if you know,
rules,
you know.
right?
Yeah.
So that's what we're building now. You don't understand, but you understand. Do you understand you're not a part of this, man?
Yes, sir.
You feel me?
All right, last thing.
But just don't take the stand, because y'all be TMZ.
That's tough. My fault.
Nah, my fault.
This is the part of the podcast where I like to let the guests say whatever they want to say to the people, whether it's 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 5 minutes, whatever you got on your chest that you feel like we didn't touch on this interview. And this is your camera right over there, and go right ahead.
All right. I love everybody who love me. I'm not in competition with anyone. I'm actually in competition with who I was before. And I'm always in competition with myself, who I am today, because that's the goal. It's about how you better yourself, and that's what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? Better myself so I could be better to help people better themselves. And if it's tacky or corny or whatever, I'm not trying to fit in with those people. Like I said, I went to Catholic school. I'm friends with the public school. You know what I mean? I don't think it's corny to learn what it's like to be a better human. And I think everybody should take time with themselves and figure out what's really important in life and stop. And if you in denial about shit, go get help, man. Like, we all need help, bro. Like, this shit ain't easy. There's times people got money, there's times people don't got money. There's times people got friends and then they don't. And then there's people dying. Just, damn. My man Greg, he wound up being a police officer. His father used to come get us out the neighborhood to go play basketball all the time. I just got the news today. My man Greg, they say he died. I don't know if they say got killed or murdered stuff. I don't know what it is. Yeah, word. I just got it on the way out here. He's a police officer. So it's like just things like that, just watching that. Like, his father did what I'm doing now. for me. So I carried a certain legacy. So it's just like things like we just never know what our people going through and just like check on them. And like that's the biggest thing. And I've learned that by being around people. Like, damn, son, like y'all got this shit way worse than what y'all like. You'll see people really like go on live and life seemed great, and then they eating a bologna sandwich or something like that, or they stressed out and it's some crazy shit, and it's like, but they fronting and nobody even know, and it's like the bully shit with the algorithm is getting out of control. So the only thing I just tell everybody is just like stay true to yourself. There's never anything wrong for seeking advice, and there's nothing wrong with being humble either. But don't allow nobody to take advantage of you, and live for your moms. Or live for your moms.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, the man said it already. He wants to be now known as Isaac Gary. If you know him from before in life, sometimes you call him Boncho, but Isaac Gary is the man's name. And please, refer to him as Isaac.
There we go.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you for taking my platform and trusting my platform.
No, definitely. I appreciate you, bro. Keep going.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. SwayReporting Live 101 sit downs. Catch you next time.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm bringing the slatters through next time. I'm bringing them through. They gonna come in and go crazy. I'm bringing all.